RiverBender.com's live coverage of today's game is brought to you by St. Peter's Hardware and Rental, the best products, service, and expert advice. Mallory Sports, where your sports world begins. Ace Hardware. Ace, the helpful place. First Mid-America Credit Union. New name, same great credit union. Jack Schmidt Chevrolet. If you don't know where to get the best auto deals, then you don't know Jack Schmidt. Alton Refrigeration, the first choice in quality HD TV and appliances. Quality Buick, GMC, Cadillac. Serving the River Bend for 52 years. Barry Macias, professional independent insurance agents. Roberts Ford, the value store since 1949. Gerard Fisher, American Family Insurance. All your protection under one roof. Alton Memorial Hospital, the best health care close to home. Tom Lane State Farm, your good neighbor agent in the River Bend.
And a pleasant good evening, everyone. Welcome to playoff basketball here on Z1570. It is the Alton Redbirds in action tonight in Granite City, and they are taking on the East St. Louis Flyers. It's the Class 4A Sectional Semifinals, and the Redbirds and the Flyers get ready to battle the last two teams left in the Southwestern Conference, believe it or not, here in the postseason for 2011. With Louis Korak, Brent Berklin here with you as we get ready for some more Alton Redbirds playoff basketball, Louis, and we're in Granite City tonight, and we're about ready for Alton High boys basketball tonight.
Are we following this? We're in Granite City. We've got Alton, we've got East St. Louis. They're not supposed to be here, are they?
Well, the Redbirds aren't supposed to be here. They're the number 3 seed in the regional.
Well, East St. Louis is number 4, so what does that say about them?
Belleville West Regional was even tougher than the Collinsville Regional. And these two teams have survived, and the only two teams left from the Southwestern Conference, and they meet in the sectional semis here tonight in Granite.
Yeah, they split their season series this year, each winning on the other team's court. So one would say that this is a toss-up. Seed-wise, you could say it's a toss-up. But a notable exception for East St. Louis here, Keontae Minor suffered a severely sprained ankle. I believe, was it the last game? Was it their regional championship game? And he will not be available here tonight. That's a big loss for the Flyers.
Well, we know the Flyers have lots of height and lots of athleticism, and even more than the Alton Redbirds do. And Coach Will Gordon mentions many times we're always going to be undersized, but we usually have more athletes and a lot more athleticism, but that won't be true tonight with East St. Louis and Alton High maybe running up and down the floor, but we're going to find that out here tonight too.
Both of these teams try to line up and play half-court offense. This is going to be run, they're going to run, and then they're going to run some more. So you're going to see pretty much, this is going to be a tennis match, let's put it that way. They're going to run up and down the court here tonight. It's pretty much the way they've played against one another both games this year. I wouldn't expect anything to be anything different tonight, although the stakes are much higher.
Sectional semifinals, it's the Class 4 Moline sectional. Moline and Normal Community High will be playing tomorrow night. And then on Friday night, the winners will meet in the sectional championship in the Quad Cities, Moline, Illinois. So we'll see how this one goes. Both teams have played 30 games. The Alton Redbirds are 18-12. East St. Louis at 22-8. Back with more from Granite City High. In a moment, you're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
When you own a business, your loss could be your employee's loss too. That's why you should put American Family Insurance and me to work right away. I'm Gerard Fisher of American Family Insurance. I can help you design property and liability coverages that fit the needs of your specific business. Interested? Call me, Gerard Fisher, at 466-7062.
American Family Insurance.
At First Mid-America Credit Union, they offer more than savings accounts, checking accounts, money markets, loans, and IRAs. They also offer a Visa Platinum Card, which rewards their members with low rates, no annual fees, no hidden fees, no balance transfer fees, built-in safety features to protect your card from fraud, and a reward program which rewards you for every purchase you make. Apply today for a First Mid-America Credit Union Visa Platinum Card at www.1stmidamerica.org.
Compare a well-equipped Lexus ES to a well-equipped Buick LaCrosse. Get inside each and see what you find. If perfection is what you pursue, this might just change your course. Meet the new class of world class. The 2010 LaCrosse from Buick. May the best car win.
With Louis Korak, Brent Berkland back with you on the Big Z tonight. It's the Alton Redbirds in the sectional semifinals through the rain and the Riverbend and on down to Granite City High School tonight as Coach Ray Coleman, first-year head coach for East St. Louis, takes on Coach Will Gordon, first-year coach for the Alton Redbirds. And, of course, as we all know the story about Coach Gordon, 2 years as the girls' head basketball coach, now the boys' coach this year. And really not many people thought that they would be in the middle of the pack in the Southwestern Conference. They ended up 6-8 in conference play, and then 16 wins in the regular season. They had an 8-game winning streak, and now they're up to 18 wins. They are 18-12 as they play here tonight in Granite City in the 4A sectionals, Louis.
Well, how about this? You got two rookie, you want to call them rookie Southwestern Conference coaches, and each of them already have a regional championship to their resume. That's pretty good.
That is really good, and the Alton Redbirds, not the easy way to do it. They beat Collinsville at Collinsville first in an upset. K-Hawks and the Redbirds there, and then the number 1 seed, Edwardsville, that went all the way to overtime before they won that thriller. And in the overtime Friday night, it was all Redbirds. 16-6, they outscored the Tigers and won the game by 10. So Alton now at 18-12 and playing well. It's interesting. They won 8 in a row, then they lost 4 straight. Now they've got the winning streak back, and it all started with winning at Edwardsville to finish up the regular season. Now they've won 2 in a row in the playoffs, so another 3-game winning streak.
When's the last time they beat Edwardsville 3 times in a season?
I don't know if it's ever happened.
I thought about that the other day, and you know, obviously I haven't been around the area for a number of years like some people have, but I'm not the big Alton historian, but I thought about it, and I'm like, well, in the time that I can recall, I don't know if I've ever seen it, or I don't know if I've ever heard it, so something's got to be going right, and you got to give Alton every opportunity in the world to win this game. Why not? I mean, they've already won some games that you wouldn't imagine them winning. Why not do it here again tonight?
That's true. Now on to the sectionals, and again, East St. Louis and Alton, and tomorrow night you have Moline and Normal Community. The buzzer sounds as we get ready to tip things off in just a couple of minutes. Starting 5 will be announced for both teams, and then we'll be ready to roll as the Alton Redbirds get ready here on a Tuesday night. National anthem in front of this big crowd, and seating capacity here about 2,200, and it's getting pretty close to being filled up here as they started getting here. Well, started standing in line probably at about 5:30 because tickets went on sale at 6 p.m. sharp here tonight. We'll be back with more pregame in a moment. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
I'll grab the birthday cake. You bring the gift, if you're sure she's ready.
She's 16, honey, and she's earned a set of keys.
She's studied and practiced, I know, but it's a big responsibility.
When you have a teen driver, it's good to know that Madison Mutual has the insurance coverage you need.
She's ready, and so are we. I talked to our Madison Mutual agent.
Call Barry Macias, your local independent insurance agent, at 467-2874.
The more life changes, the more you need Madison Mutual.
There's a long pass. It looks like it's going to be overthrown. Oh, the receiver dashes under the ball and makes the catch. Touchdown!
Where did he get that extra burst of speed? That off-season training really paid off.
Alton Memorial Hospital's Human Motion Institute Sports Performance helps athletes maximize their potential and improve their game. With sports performance training, you'll leap higher, run faster, and throw farther. Learn more at altonmemorialhospital.org. Human Motion Institute Sports Performance, building better athletes.
Since 1947, St. Peter's Hardware and Rental has been helping you get the job done right. When planning a do-it-yourself project, party, or event, turn to St. Peter's for what you need to make it successful. St. Peter's carries brand name tools like DeWalt, Bosch, and Milwaukee. Quality True Value paints backed by a lifetime warranty, and everything else you need from gadgets to grills. Shop in-store or shop online. St. Peter's Hardware and Rental. The best products, service, and expert advice.
Welcome back live to Granite City High School. The Alton Redbirds taking on the East St. Louis Flyers tonight. Flyers in their orange and blue. Again, coached by Ray Coleman. 22-8 their record. Lots of orange in the crowd here tonight. The Flyers will wear their blue, and we're about ready to get the starting lineup for the Flyers. They start with Brandon Weston, who wears number 12. He will be a starter here tonight. Alton Redbirds starter now. They wear their white home uniforms trimmed in the red. Jaquale Townser, a starter for the Redbirds, as usual for Coach William Gordon.
You like this going one way and then go the other?
Oh, sure. That's big time. That's the way they do it in the big time tournaments.
What are we doing here then?
That's a good point. Deshaun Munson, a starter too, along with Vo Hart for the Redbirds. Munson for the Flyers, Hart for the Redbirds. Number 20, Faulkner will be a starter tonight. Glenn Faulkner, 6'2" senior. Again, some good size for the Flyers, especially when you compare them to the Redbirds. Vontae Campbell, as usual, starting for Alton, wearing number 15. We are at Granite City High School tonight. Here's another big man, number 40, and that is Johnny McCray. McCray, another 6'2" senior, actually a sophomore. Shane Matthews, a junior, starts for the Redbirds. And their big man, Montez Williams, 6'6", wearing number 42. And for the Redbirds, the last starter will be their big man, Tony Bradley, the senior, who had 31 points Friday night against Edwardsville. So the same starters as usual for Alton: Townser, Hart, Campbell, Matthews, and Bradley.
Williams, I'll tell you what, that's a big kid.
They've got a lot of big bodies, 6'2" and above and beyond. And we know Keontae Minor out with the injury. He's going to, or planning on playing football at Arkansas, but Glenn Faulkner, also a football recruit for the University of Kentucky. So, I mean, they have athletes up and down, football, basketball, you name it.
SEC heaven, huh?
Exactly.
Where's Florida? Where's Auburn? Where's Alabama?
Exactly.
Where are these schools at?
East St. Louis takes the floor, wearing their blue road uniforms trimmed in the orange. Redbirds in their white, trimmed in the red. And Coach Will Gordon with some last-minute instructions, along with all the assistants surrounding him too. Anthony Jones, Chris Scoggins, Glenn Campbell, Will Gordon.
I was hoping for the black suit and the maroon tie again. I was looking for that.
Might get a little warm in here tonight.
Yeah. Hot under the collar. He might have a word or two to say, you think?
There's not a lot of room on the sidelines in front of those benches. Those coaches are going to be basically on the floor. He takes a coach.
How's that? Look at him. He's got to squeeze in there somehow. This is a head coach.
Coach Will Gordon right next to assistant coach Rory Fox. And we're ready to go. Williams to tip off against Bradley. The tip won by the Redbirds, and Shane Matthews has it. And we are underway with Jaquale Townser sending it to Vontae Campbell. Back to Matthews at the top of the key. Flyers man-to-man on defense as we are just underway. Vo Hart to Tony Bradley. Bradley going to drive in. Nice move. Finger roll. No good. Tipped around, and it's going to go to the Flyers in the corner, and Glenn Faulkner runs it down.
That's a good move by Bradley. He was able to get a step into the lane, but just didn't knock the shot down, and that's been a problem for Alton at times this year.
Williams inside. His baby hook is no good. He missed a short one from the block, and here comes Townser. Each team with a possession. No score. It's Redbirds ball again.
Each team with a good look, too, so
getting the ball down low to their centers. Here's Bradley. bringing his man way out to the three-point line. Now double teamed up to Vontae Campbell, looking for Hart, but he threw it away as Faulkner slides in there nicely, but then he double dribbles at midcourt and turns it back over to Alton High.
And Coach Coleman agrees. He saw it. We knew it was going to get called. He maybe thought the official would miss that, but right on top of the play. And each team with a turnover, a quick one here, and we're still scoreless.
1 minute into the game. Jaquale Townser for the Redbirds has it. Redbirds will likely play 10, 12, 14 different players here. Shuttle them in and out. Vontae Campbell fires it up. No, rebound Townser. Redbirds all over that offensive rebound. Here's Matthews in the right corner.
Yeah, East Side a little asleep there to give up that offensive board.
Bradley in the lane. His fadeaway is no good, and the Flyers want to run. They fly down the floor. Finger roll, no good. Bradley tips it to Campbell. It's Alton ball, and we're still scoreless.
Nobody's shooting the rock here really well.
Bow for three, and Hart misses it off the rim. Rebound Flyers, but Townser grabs the loose ball. Inside, up and in. Townser off the glass, and good.
And you're right, here come the Flyers. Boy, they want to run.
Now we have a reach in on Townser. A foul called. It was a loose ball.
I don't know about that.
2 or 3 Redbirds gathering there, and after Townser scored at one end, he's going to get a foul at the other end.
Looked pretty clean to me.
Well, even more and more fans filing in here.
Hey, we got the best seat in the house.
So you say.
Would you rather be out there?
Yes. Anywhere near midcourt. Behind this basket ain't too happening. Flyers have the basketball down below us here at this end of the floor, and here's Williams, free throw line. Missed the jumper. Gets his own rebound and lays it in as it was tipped around, and he just swooped in and laid it in.
Soft rims here. Have you noticed that already?
Yes. 2-2 game. Left side, Townser gets his man in the air, drives into Hart. And Hart wasn't looking for the pass. Back the other way, the Flyers. Finger roll, no good. And then we have a foul, loose ball foul on Johnny McCray, number 40. And that'll be one foul on each team, and that was on the rebound.
Boy, that was a pretty easy offensive rebound, too. Kind of an egregious foul there by McCray. I don't know why he needed to put a little extra body in there, but boy, that would have been an easy finish. But I guess there was a reason why. Somebody saw something there, and it's going to go the other way. East St. Louis with a little token full court pressure here.
Chris Lawrence and Abasa Brown both check in for Alton. 2 subs. Here's Townser to Bradley. Center circle to Abasa Brown. Now to Lawrence. Drives the baseline on Williams. Reverse layup. Blocked away. Blocked shot. Back the other way. Matthews going to tie up his man. Good hustle by Matthews to get back on Deshaun Munson.
That was good defense on the other end. Lawrence had a step on Williams, but he stuck with him the whole time and saw that there was going to be a reverse layup attempt there. Williams with the block. Good play by Matthews here at the other end to get the tie-up.
And there is a lob pass inside. Couple of shots missed, including Munson to start with. And back the other way come the Redbirds. It's still 2-2.
Boy, nobody's shooting the basketball very well now. East St. Louis 1 for 7. Alton 1 for 6.
In and out for Townser from the top of the key. He missed it. Flyers coming back with 4:40 to go, first quarter. Into the lane, Munson blocking foul on Matthews as he tried to take the charge, but Shane will pick up his first foul.
You know what? He had an opportunity there, and he saw it coming. He was just late reacting, getting to the spot. If he takes a step about a second or so earlier, he's going to get a charge out of that. Instead, it turns into a block, and Munson goes to the line.
Looks like Munson's going to break out every time Alton shoots the ball. It looks like he's a little out of control. May be able to get some offensive fouls against number 30. He puts this free throw up and in, though. Munson hits his first point of the night. So we'll see what he does with his second free throw. The left-hander, number 30, fires it up. No. Bradley with the rebound, headed the other way. Munson, 1 out of 2. Right side, Abasa Brown.
Well, then again, you've already topped a first quarter scoring that you had a couple of games ago, didn't you?
That's right. Here's a shot missed and knocked out of bounds by number 40, Johnny McCrae.
You had a 2-1 score at the end of a quarter. So
Alton leading Collinsville.
So we have a plethora of points right now, right?
3-2 Flyers here, first quarter. In Granite City. Matthews threw it away, and into the corner it goes to Brandon Weston. Weston the other way, up and no good, and another block is called. This one on Lawrence, who tried to take the charge.
Alton's going to have to seal off the lane because right now East St. Louis recognition getting into the lane. They're getting good penetration to the basket. It's something that they're going to have to adjust to here.
Well, they are trying to take the charge because they know the Flyers are going to come out flying. But the charge has not been called yet. Matthews with a foul. Now Lawrence with a foul. 3-2 East Side with a 1-point lead. And this one's up and in for number 12, Brandon Weston, his first point. He makes it 4-2 with Vo Hart getting ready to check back in here. The gymnasium pretty full now. Up in the balcony and down below in the lower bowl area too. And this free throw is good by Weston, 2 for 2.
And they've been to the line 4 times already here in the game, knocking down 3 of them. 5-2. They've scored 5 unanswered here. Flyers have the lead.
Vo Hart comes in, Shane Matthews out. So for the Redbirds, it's Townsend and Brown, Bradley, Hart, and Lawrence. Here's Bradley underneath, off the glass and in. Good feed, and from Townsend to Bradley for 2.
Well, they almost had good weak side help there, but Bradley able to shake it off, knock the shot down.
Inside, jam time on a feed to Munson. He slams it home.
Boy, that was good work there. Very nice passing.
7-4, Flyers by 3. Here's Bradley on the drive, and he will fire top of the key. Good! A 3 to tie the game at 7.
Well, that's something that East St. Louis should know from facing Alton twice already. You've got a big man for Alton that's not afraid to step out and shoot the basketball.
Here's turning the ball over, palming the ball on number 20. Glenn Faulkner turns it over for the Flyers. And the Redbird nest up and at it there in the far corner, making a lot of noise with their red on down there. They made a lot of noise in Collinsville at the regional. And again, the Redbirds beating the K-Hawks and the Tigers to make it to the sectionals. And now face the Flyers. Tyler McLemore in for Alton High now. Vo Hart dribbling between the circles to Tony Bradley. Top of the key again. Bradley driving on Williams, but he'll back it up to Abasa Brown. 7-7 tie, 3 minutes to go, first quarter in Granite City. Abasa Brown driving, knocked away on his way to the hole. And it'll be Redbirds basketball. Kerry Blackman into the game now. 5'8" guard for East Side.
Well, I've gotten half of this equation right. East St. Louis looking to run and gun. Alton a little more ball patience right now offensively, which could work to their advantage.
Here's McLemore handing the ball off to Jaquale. Townsend backs it up. Top of the key to Bradley. Thought about another 3, but he's going to drive into the lane, and he's bumped and fouled at the free throw line. It might be Williams. No, it was help defense there. Number 25, Brandon Johnson with a foul.
Well, there was a nice little kick out there, and I don't know if there was going to be a shot attempt, but the foul was called.
To the corner, Vo Hart for 3. Nope, rebound, McLemore blocked away underneath. And there's Munson on the break again as he breaks out every time, and he lays it up and in.
Well, again, you see what East St. Louis's plan of attack is. They want to run. They want to get out and extend this. Forget it. They're not looking for any kind of a shot clock, whatever have you not. Get it down the court, get a good shot, get back and play defense.
9-7, Flyers lead again. 2-point game. Vo Hart into the lane. Vo stops, fade away, no. Bradley with the rebound. He lays it up and in. We're tied again.
Well, right now, Bradley keeping his team in it with 7 of the 9 points. Getting very active on the outside, getting active on the inside. That bodes well for this Redbirds team here tonight.
Here's Blackman bouncing to Williams on the right block. Guarded by Bradley over the top. No. Tipped around. Redbirds have the rebound. Loose ball to Vo Hart. Shane Matthews will check in a moment. 1:40 to go, first quarter. Jaquale Townsend driving in. Kicks to Abasa Brown. His three, no good. Rebound loose, and Abasa Brown runs it down to McLemore. Baseline, good! Right baseline, 15-footer for McLemore.
They've been able to keep a couple of possessions alive just with the offensive rebounds, and that's really been a key.
Flyers turn it over again on the move with another palming the ball as he carried it down the floor, and Redbirds bring Shane Matthews back in for Abasa Brown, and Alton leads it here 11-9 first quarter.
They've got 4 unanswered and looking to grab their biggest lead of the night. Still early in the ball game, $1:15 to go here in the first quarter.
Backcourt, Jaquale Townsend driving. 2 players come to him, so he goes to McLemore, who lays it in. Tyler, the sophomore, with another bucket. Here comes Munson, 1-on-4.
They're not wasting any time, are they?
3 ball, top of the key. It's good. Number 12, Brandon Weston with a 3. And that makes it 13-12. Alton's lead at 1 point. Here's Tony Bradley with it, guarded by Williams. Bradley will back it up to the midcourt stripe. He'll hand it to Shane Matthews. Matthews driving all the way down at the block. His shot is blocked. Underneath, fights for it, missed a short shot, got his own rebound again in the lane. Shane back out to McLemore. Back to Matthews, who gives it to Vohart.
Reset it. No need.
20 seconds left.
Yeah, go for a last shot here. Got the lead.
Here's Jaquale Townsend. 15 seconds to go, first quarter. Townsend to the corner now. Picks up his dribble, gives to Vohart. Stolen away. Back comes Weston. Another 3. It's no good. Rebound Bradley with 2 seconds to go. He fires it up from the backcourt. No good. And after 1 quarter in Granite City, in this 4A sectional semifinal game, it's Alton 13. East St. Louis 12. 1-point lead for the Redbirds after 1. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
In today's economy, everyone's looking for an encouraging sign. That's exactly what you'll find right here at my State Farm office in Bethalto. I'm Tom Lane, and for 86 years, State Farm agents like me have been helping you protect the things that matter most. That's why more people trust State Farm, and why we consider that a very good sign.
Call Tom Lane State Farm office in Bethalto at 377-8912 or go to tomlaneagency.net.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Everybody's saying buy American, but not me. I just want you to come drive American. Come out today and see for yourself. No one has a more impressive selection of vehicles than Ford. Whether it's a Focus, Fusion, Escape, Edge, F-150, or any other Ford product, no one can beat Ford's quality. Not Toyota, not Honda, not anybody.
Roberts Motors, your hometown dealer for over 60 years, just off Route 3 or Highway 67 in Alton, or at RobertsMotors.com.
You'll find it at Mallory's. Mallory's Sporting Goods in Wood River. Your high school gear and sportswear? It's at Mallory's. Athletic equipment for the little tykes? You'll find it at Mallory's. How about team gear and uniforms? Or personalized gear and specialty equipment? It's at Mallory's too. You'll find it all at Mallory's Sporting Goods, just minutes from your school off of 255, right next to the Walmart complex on Vaughn Road in Wood River.
Welcome back live to Granite City. Sectional playoff basketball. Class 4A boys basketball action tonight in Granite. East St. Louis against Alton High. Redbirds lead it 13-12 after 1 quarter. Now we have a hand check on number 2, Kerry Blackman. He'll be charged with a foul.
I think he was wanting a push-off on Bradley, but a little too much body contact there from Blackman, and it's a pretty easy call to make for me.
Bradley gets it again. McLemore, Matthews, Townsend, Hart, and Bradley for Coach Gordon on the floor here. Alton in their white, trimmed in the red. A lot of Redbirds fans here tonight making some noise already early on, including the Redbirds nest with the student body all standing. About 20 rows of them down there in the corner. Here's McLemore bumped out of bounds by number 43, who will be charged with a foul. We'll see if that's Artegus Williams. Here's a tip ball, and Blackman has a steal. He'll lay it up and in, and the Flyers take the lead.
That's just not a good play there. Easy, too, for Blackman to give his team a lead. 5 unanswered.
14-13 timeout. Coach Gordon with the Redbirds stuck in the backcourt. Looks like Coach Gordon will take a 30-second timeout. 7:14 to go. Second quarter, and now it's the Flyers who lead by a point. East St. Louis 22-8 on the year. In the Belleville West Regional, they beat O'Fallon and Belleville East at West. Beat Belleville East in the regional title game Friday night.
Say that 10 times. They beat O'Fallon and East at West.
There you go.
That's like I don't know if MapQuest could even figure that one out.
And for the Collinsville Regional, the Redbirds, of course, beat Collinsville and Edwardsville, the top 2 seeds. Collinsville, the number 2, Edwardsville, the number 1, Alton, the number 3 seed at the Collinsville Regional. And the Redbirds throw it into Bradley. Tony brings it up the floor, looking for a guard, and he'll find Shane Matthews, front court, down to McLemore, fires a 3. Nope. Rebound. Townsend was there, but he couldn't get it. Now Munson the other way again, into the lane. Missed it on an air ball over Bradley, and it goes out of bounds. It's Alton high ball. Again, end-to-end action. The Redbirds 18-12 on the year in their 30 games this winter season. Matthews up the floor. Abasa Brown going to check in for Alton in a moment. Now we're going to have another foul on East St. Louis. It's going to be their 5th team foul.
I'm trying to hear what our friendly 43 is.
Might be DeMarcus Lee. Your guess is as good as mine. Is that what you're saying?
Pretty much.
Matthews to throw it in right at the East St. Louis bench. He throws it into Vo Hart. And the Redbirds need a bucket to take the lead back here. Here's Jaquale Townser into the lane. Jaquale walks.
Yeah, that's pretty easy call.
Late whistle. I didn't think they were going to catch it, but it's a turnover. It's going to go back to the East St. Louis Flyers, and they lead the game 14-13 here at Granite City High School Gymnasium.
Alton hit that 13 mark and went up by 4, and they've gotten a little sloppy and lazy here the last few possessions. East St. Louis has capitalized, and they got the ball again.
Jump shot, free throw line, no. Blackman gets the loose ball, and he missed it off the rim. Rebound, Williams, and he puts it in. He was over the back of Hart maybe a little bit there, but he got it.
That's just too many offensive rebounds, though. You can't give a team that many opportunities at the basket. Got to do a better job of boxing out.
Ball knocked away, but a foul is called there on a reach-in from behind on number 20, Glenn Faulkner. And that will be his first, I believe.
He might have a pretty good beef there, too.
6:04 to go, first half. Lawrence in for Townser here. Chris Lawrence in there with Vo Hart, Abasa Brown, Bradley, and Matthews. Bradley and Hart, 2 seniors. Lawrence, a sophomore. Brown, a sophomore. And Matthews, a junior. And the Redbirds throw it away in the corner, turn the ball over again.
They had the ball 4 times this quarter, and they've turned it over 3 times. And they've been stuck on 13 now for about 4.5 minutes.
East side with a 3-point lead here, 16-13, and the Flyers have the ball back once again. Down low, tipped away. Lawrence with some good D as he was fronting his man.
Now, I don't know where Williams was looking to go with that basketball. That had no opportunity to get in. Tried a little lob there, a little high-low pass.
Matthews, fade away, good in the lane. He stopped and faded away for 2.
Well, he had a couple of attempts in that first quarter. He thought that could go down. Finally gets a shot to go down here in the second quarter.
30-second timeout for East St. Louis now, so we'll see what the Flyers do out of this timeout, leading 16-15 here in Granite. We're down to 5:32 to go, second quarter.
Pretty much so far, everything we expected, huh?
End-to-end action. For a while, we don't get any scoring, and then we get bang, bang, bang. Redbirds and the Flyers each playing their 31st game of the season. Coach Gordon for Alton, Coach Ray Coleman of Eastside. And again, they split the season series this year. And these two teams down in the standings a little bit. Southwestern Conference, Eastside was 8-6. Alton was 6-8. Top three teams were O'Fallon, Belleville West, and Belleville East, but they're not around anymore. Down low to Williams on the block, glass and good as he faded away, and he's got 6.
That was just a good shot there because Alton had good help side defense there. Williams just knocked down a good shot, a little kiss off the glass. And it's a 3-point game now for East St. Louis, leads 18-15.
Here's Tony Bradley with it. Boy, the Flyers just so big and long, 6'6" man in the middle. Bradley missed the shot, and there's the 6'6" Williams with the rebound. Plenty of 6'2" and 6'3" players in there as well. Here's Blackman giving the ball off to Faulkner now on the left side. 3 ball, in and out. Williams over the top, keeps it alive. The layup is good. It's number 40 this time, Johnny McCray.
Well, and that's, again, they're getting killed on the offensive glass.
Redbirds down by 5.
Eastside with second chance opportunities, and they're making them count, cashing in.
Vo Hart, top of the key. Redbirds need some points here. Vo for 3. It's short. Rebound, Eastside. Here come the Flyers flying down the floor again. Blackman into the lane. Missed it off the glass. Bradley with the Alton rebound.
East St. Louis, they're not afraid to shoot the basketball, are they?
Good shot, bad shot. Doesn't matter. Vo Hart holds the ball at his hip. Towns are going to check in a moment along with Vontae Campbell.
Good play there.
Brown to Matthews for 3. It's good. Shane Matthews with a tray.
Well, they needed that in the worst way.
20-18. The Flyers lead down to 2. Redbirds go to a 2-3 zone here. Bit of a matchup zone for the Redbirds.
What do you think?
Interesting. Let's see if it works, I guess. Here's Williams into the lane and puts it up. No, got his own rebound. He missed another one. Now the tip goes inside, and Alton with a foul. 2 Redbirds were there, and they tipped it away from each other.
That's 8 offensive rebounds in this first half for the Flyers. Too many.
This foul's going to go on Bradley. That'll be his first, and the Redbirds' 4th team foul. To the line goes McCray, 6'2" player, and he's waiting at the free throw line with his team up by 2 points. In the air for the sophomore, up and in, and he'll have another one. Again, Keontae Minor, leading scorer for the Flyers, out with that ankle injury suffered Friday night in the 3rd quarter against Belleville East.
You even see him down there? I don't even know if he's on their bench.
Yeah, I think I see him there in the black sweatsuit with a boot on his left foot or leg. This free throw is missed. Minor averages 18 points per game. So 1 out of 2 from the free throw line for McCray. 21-18, Redbirds down by 3, and they almost throw it away again. Hart gives to Townser, though. Jaquale needs to do some driving into the lane, but not this time. McLemore outside, and he throws it away, and then Matthews tried to steal it back and got a foul.
Now that's just sloppy play there by McLemore. Alton's had 8 turnovers already in this first half, and I'd say at least 5 or 6 of them have pretty much been unnecessary here.
Brandon Weston, 3. Nope. Instead to Williams underneath. Good, and 1. Williams gets it down low, and he is too big.
Well, he's presenting matchup problems right now for this Alton team. Nobody there to guard him, and that's just a good entry. To take a big man away like that, you have to take away the entry, and right now they're having too easy of a time getting the ball inside, giving him access to the basket. And that's Matthews now having to sit down with his 3rd foul.
8 points for Williams, 4 buckets. Now he goes for a free throw. And the Flyers lead it now 23-18 over Alton High, 5-point lead. And the free throw is in and out, no good. Tipped up by Munson, no good. Now a jump ball called. And the possession arrow going to stay with East St. Louis.
Tell you what, Alton better figure this defensive rebounding out in a hurry, or this thing's going to get out of hand in a pinch, because East St. Louis right now attacking the glass and making it count again.
Up and in and one off the inbounds pass. This foul's going to go on Vontae Campbell, and it'll be his first, and the Redbirds now trailing 25-18, and it's McCray back at the free throw line.
They're 1-2 inside punch right now, getting it done.
Bradley and Campbell down low to block out, but doesn't matter. He made the free throw, and McCray continues to score with 6 points here in the second quarter.
14 of their 26 coming from their two big men on the inside.
Here's Bradley for Alton High. Redbirds down 26-18 now. Here's Vontae Campbell outside the lane, shot blocked away. It's East St. Louis ball again. Brandon Weston to the baseline. Weston inside, up and in. Double pump, and he put it in. Redbirds need a timeout. They're down by 10 points now. We'll take a break. Back in Granite City in a moment. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
From its birth in 1931 on Broadway in Alton to its new home on Homer Adams Parkway, welcome to Alton Refrigeration and Home Furnishings. Alton Refrigeration and Home Furnishings earned its outstanding customer service reputation in servicing major appliance brands such as Maytag, Whirlpool, KitchenAid, Frigidaire, Samsung, and more. When you think about it, Alton Refrigeration is about providing you with years of comfortable living with worry-free brand name products.
Ace Hardware in Bethalto is your helpful place. It's where you'll find more than 70,000 items in the store and even more online. It's where the people know how to solve your problems. It's where top brands like Benjamin Moore, Still, and Craftsman make your jobs go smoothly and with confidence. It's where hot buys sizzle each and every week. Ace Hardware in Bethalto is more than helpful. They save you time and money too. At Jack Schmidt Chevrolet in Wood River, we make car buying a breeze. A member of our sales team will assist you in selecting the perfect new or GM certified pre-owned vehicle, and we back it up with our guaranteed price policy. Our commitment to you continues after the sale with genuine Goodwrench service. So if you don't know where to get the best deal on quality vehicles and service,
you don't know Jack Schmidt
in Wood River, Illinois.
Yeah!
With Louis Korak, Brent Berkland back here with you here on the Big Z. 28-18 in favor of the Flyers over the Redbirds now. The lead is up to 10. You're in tune to WBGZ Alton. A couple of minutes after 8 o'clock here on a Tuesday night for playoff basketball.
Well, East St. Louis right now on a 7-0 run. This is a 16-15 game at one time, so you look at it, it's a 12-3 run over the last 6 minutes or so. And the Flyers have taken charge of this ball game, getting it done on the inside, setting up what they want to do with their guards. Last 2 points there from Weston. Got good penetration.
There's the Redbirds throwing it away on the inbounds off of Vo Hart. And the Flyers will get it right back. 2:23 to go till halftime.
And it's Weston again making a play. And right now they have the fire. They have the energy. Alton right now just not playing with a whole lot of passion. They better get it here fast because East St. Louis looks like they came to play basketball here tonight.
Weston dumps it to Williams over Bradley. Foul called on Tony Bradley, who has a glare for the referee. And his second foul of the game.
Williams right now just too much of a load.
Now the Redbirds again undersized every game really when you break out the schedule, and Coach Gordon knows it, and he's known it all year long. 18-12 their record, and not much you can do if you don't have the height. In the air, and he missed that one. Rebound, Munson underneath. He's fouled by Vontae Campbell. Second foul on Campbell, 29-18, and now Munson at the line.
Well, again, and it's just a case of two guys going up for the ball, and you see who's winning the battle. Right now, East St. Louis is winning all the battles, and they're reaping the rewards.
Munson misses the free throw. The other night against Belleville East, Friday night in the regional championship game, Flyers missed their first 11 free throws. Then they went 12 of 17 the rest of the way. Free throw, it rolls in.
Well, I'll tell you what, if you miss a free throw here, you got to miss it pretty badly. The give that these rims have here tonight.
It's like they've missed 5 free throws and still lead it by 12, 30-18. Bradley for 3. It's off the mark. Rebound Munson, and it's a breakout again. 3-on-1 and off the glass. No, a foul is called on Bradley as he went to the ground, and Tony's going to have 3 fouls as he tried to draw the charge. 25. Brandon Johnson looked like he was a little out of control, and still no offensive fouls called.
I totally agree there.
Got to have a charge somewhere.
I agree.
Johnson in the air, no good. He'll shoot another one in a 30-18 ball game. After one quarter, Alton led 13-12. The second quarter, though, all Flyers. Free throw good, 1 out of 2. 31-18.
14 free throw attempts for East St. Louis. Guess how many Alton has?
Big goose egg. 0.
What does that tell you?
1:45 to go. Vo Hart into the front court. Now to Jaquale. Fakes a 3. He's going to head to the basket. Layup. No good. Too far underneath. Flyers knock it out. Redbirds ball. 1:37 to go. First half. Redbirds. Townser throwing it in. B.J. Campbell into the game for Bradley. B.J. will drive it and bounce it to Vo Hart. Vo will back it up here for a moment. And he gives to Townser. Fouled by Blackman. The Flyers going to pick up another foul, and that's going to be team foul number 7.
And with 1:27 to go in the half, Alton's going to get to the line. Finally.
How about that? And the right person there, Vo Hart. Usually a good, real good free throw shooter. He and Matthews. First one up and in for Vo Hart. Second free throw coming as Alton now trailing 31-19, and senior Eric Weaver, wide body, checks into the game. 6'2" senior for Alton. And it's good, 31-20 now. Vo Hart hit them both. Need a couple of stops here at the end of the first half. And we're at 1:15 to go in the first half. Munson has the basketball. Back to Brandon Weston. He takes a look at the clock. It's 1:08 to go. Second quarter.
This might be the longest possession they've had of the night.
And maybe helping Alton out just to take their time for a change. Slowing down the game for a change. Weston to Munson. Flyers lead it 31-20. And Munson turns it over. Another palming the ball is got going too fast at midcourt.
A little bit out of control. Ray Coleman trying to tell the official that he got his hand on top of the ball, but
up near his head he did. Here's Townser. Left hand, no good. Tipped up Vo. Now Charles inside, and he's fouled. James Charles, maybe the smallest man on the floor at 5'8" or 5'9", gets the rebound.
Don't they always somehow wind up with the ball at the end of the pile?
Happens a lot. And Blackman with his third foul. He's not even a starter, but he's got 3 fouls. And Charles at the line. Free throw, 1 and 1. He misses the first. So Charles 0 for 1, and back come the Flyers again, still leading 31-20. Here's Blackman. Looking at the clock, 24 seconds left till halftime. Munson with the ball. Alley-oop, inside, knocked away. Too high for Williams, and that's pretty high, and out of bounds it goes. Alton ball.
Not a wise choice there. You can pretty much hold on to the basketball for the last shot. And they tried a little trickeration there. Maybe a little showboating.
Need to get it under double digits here at halftime. 31-20. Flyers lead. Dorian Scruggs into the game. Tyler McLemore and Vo Hart into the game. Vo has it now. Driving in. Back to Scruggs for three. It's off the mark. Vo in. Good. Vo Hart with a follow, and he laid it in on the right side of the basket. He seemed to be the only man there.
Johnny on the spot, and sure enough, I'll tell you what, that ball came off the rim. Nice little generous bounce there. I mean, it basically fell in his lap. He really didn't have to get up for the rebound. Fortunate for him, he gets this under double digits, just where Alton needed it to be.
31-22. It's halftime at Granite City. Back with more live coverage of this Class 4A sectional semifinal game between East St. Louis and Alton High. The Flyers lead the Alton Redbirds at halftime, 31-22. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
Compare a well-equipped Lexus ES to a well-equipped Buick LaCrosse. Get inside each and see what you find. If perfection is what you pursue, this might just change your course. Meet the new class of world class. The 2010 LaCrosse from Buick. May the best car win.
Red or black, silver or gold, new or used. At First Mid-America Credit Union, they know options are important to you. That's why they've made relationships with local dealerships where you'll receive all the extras with First Mid-America Credit Union's low rates and financing done on the spot. All you have to do is decide what you want. Your car, our loans, they're made for each other. www.1stmidamerica.org or call 618-258-3168 to speak to a representative.
When you own a business, your loss could be your employee's loss too. That's why you should put American Family Insurance and me to work right away. I'm Gerard Fisher of American Family Insurance. I can help you design property and liability coverages that fit the needs of your specific business. Interested? Call me, Gerard Fisher, at 466-7062.
American Family Insurance.
With Louis Korak, Brent Berkland back with you. It's halftime here in Granite. Live coverage here on Z1570 of Alton Redbirds playoff basketball, and East St. Louis taking control of that second quarter for a while. The Redbirds made a little push right before halftime, but still, East Side leading 31-22 over Alton here, Louis.
They really established themselves in that second quarter, and doing so by getting the ball inside to their bigs. Right now, just a matchup problem for Alton. They're getting it done. Williams leading the way. He's got 9 points in the game, and just nobody to really body up the big guy down there. 6'6", using every inch of his frame. And once they get the ball inside, there's nothing there. They've had a couple of decent-looking kickouts where their guards are able to penetrate, get to the basket. East St. Louis had a nice quarter there. 7 for 15 in the second quarter. Alton not so good, 3 for 12. They're shooting 9 for 31 in the game. And they've had some sloppy turnovers, 9 of them in the first half. They've got to turn a few things around if they're going to get themselves back in this ball game.
Yeah, that's the first thing you need to do, is try to get back into the game first. Even though it's a 9-point game, get it down to 4 or 5 points and then try to work from there. And again, try to see if you can work this defense, maybe get some fouls on the Flyers, see if something will work. Even if it's maybe at the free throw line or whatever the case may be, see if they can get it going here right away in the third quarter.
Or get to the basket, number one. They tried to settle for too many perimeter shots in that second quarter, and that really hurt them. And they had nobody crashing the boards like they did in the first quarter. They did a nice job of that, getting the ball inside, getting some second and third opportunities at the basket. Then they started becoming a perimeter team, trying to be a perimeter team in that second quarter, not really taking a lot of good quality shots. And East St. Louis, on the other hand, really crashing the boards. That's an area I think that's probably hurt Alton the most here tonight, is the lack of defensive rebounding in the Flyers. 10 offensive rebounds in the first half. That's way too many.
Halftime again, 31-22. Flyers lead the Redbirds. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
There's a long pass. It looks like it's going to be overthrown. Oh, the receiver dashes under the ball and makes the catch. Touchdown!
Where did he get that extra burst of speed? That off-season training really paid off.
Alton Memorial Hospital's Human Motion Institute Sports Performance helps athletes maximize their potential and improve their game. With sports performance training, you'll leap higher, run faster, and throw farther. Learn more at altonmemorialhospital.org. Human Motion Institute Sports Performance, building better athletes.
Since 1947, St. Peter's Hardware and Rental has been helping you get the job done right. When planning a do-it-yourself project, party, or event, turn to St. Peter's for what you need to make it successful. St. Peter's carries brand-name tools like DeWalt, Bosch, and Milwaukee, quality True Value paints backed by a lifetime warranty, and everything else you need from gadgets to grills. Shop in-store or shop online. St. Peter's Hardware and Rental. The best products, service, and expert advice.
I'll grab the birthday cake. You bring the gift, if you're sure she's ready.
She's 16, honey, and she's earned a set of keys.
She's studied and practiced, I know, but it's a big responsibility.
When you have a teen driver, it's good to know that Madison Mutual has the insurance coverage you need.
She's ready, and so are we. I talked to our Madison Mutual agent.
Call Barry Macias, your local independent insurance agent, at 467-2874.
The more life changes, the more you need Madison Mutual.
Back live in Granite City. Alton Redbirds on the floor. East St. Louis back on the floor, loosening up for the second half here, and the Redbirds need to make a run. 31-22. East side jumping out to a double-digit lead there with that big second quarter, but the Redbirds knocked it down to 9. And Alton with just 9 points in the second quarter. They were outscored 19-9 in the second period after leading 13-12 after one quarter tonight.
Well, they trailed by as many as 13. They scored the last 4 points of the first half, and once you get down by double digits, you want to see if you can get it into single digits as close as possible. We're at halftime, so you work from there. They really need to come out and establish a few areas in this third quarter to get themselves back in the game. 1, defensive rebounding. 2, try to work the ball inside a little more. Maybe a little inside-outside. Maybe try some high-low plays. Maybe that might work out for them. Just to get this East St. Louis team, have them guessing. Have their defense guessing what you're going to do. Right now, the Alton offense is too predictable, and it's made it rather easy for this defense to be able to read plays, and it's resulting in some turnovers, and that's the other area they need to cut down on. Cut down on those turnovers. Right now, they're on pace to get 18 in the game.
Now, a couple of threes wouldn't hurt either. They do have a 3 from Matthews and a 3 from Bradley, but Bassa Brown likes the 3 ball. So does Vo Hart. Hart had 3 threes in Friday night's overtime win over Edwardsville. He scored 15 points. Matthews had 10, and Bradley again with 31 in that ball game. Tonight, Bradley was 7, Matthews with 5, McLemore has 4, Hart has 4. Williams leads the way, though, for East St. Louis with 9, Weston has 7, McCray with 6, and Munson with 6. And the Redbirds get the ball here as we start the second half. We're ready for the third quarter now in Granite City. And it is Townser, Matthews, Hart, Campbell, and Bradley, the starting 5. But remember, 2 of those starting 5 with 3 fouls each. Vontae Campbell goes to the glass, and a foul on Williams. Maybe that's the plan.
Well, there you go. That's exactly what I was saying. Get to the basket, get working on the inside, be aggressive. Again, they were just too passive in that second quarter. Not enough dribble drives to the bucket right off the bat. 10 seconds in, you get an opportunity, and you get to the free throw line.
His first foul. Little surprise there, but he's got 1. Vontae Campbell at the line for the Redbirds. And the line drive free throw is good.
And that was like a torpedo, wasn't it?
Put it up there on those soft rims and let it fly. 31-23 now. Vontae taking a long time, holds the ball at his hip. Now in front of him, now some more dribbles. And up and in for Vontae Campbell. He makes it 31-24 with those 2 free throws. 7-point game now. Here's Munson for 3. It's good. Line drive from the right wing for number 30.
I didn't think that had a prayer of getting in, but somehow he was able to will that thing down, and I thought it was rather a quick shot to take, but made the good.
Each team with 2 threes now in the game. Flyers had 1 in the first half. That was it. Here's Campbell down to Bradley. He's double teamed. Bradley going to give it up to Jaquale for 3. Nope. Rebound Williams. He fires it out to Weston. Weston will stop and pop, and it's good. Right elbow extended for Brandon Weston.
And just like that, Alton gotten themselves back in the game, trailing by 7. Back-to-back possessions. The Flyers knock shots down, and it's suddenly back, grows to a 12-point lead.
And a turnover on the Redbirds. Vontae Campbell to Shane Matthews, but it goes to the scorer's table.
See, that's just miscommunication, and we're in the playoffs. That shouldn't happen at this point in the year.
Back come the Flyers in the orange and blue, leading 36-24. Third quarter. And the Flyers going to slow it down a little bit here anyway. Baseline, fire, shot, missed there. Fired up by Johnny McCray.
You spoke too soon.
Back comes Bradley. Holding the ball for maybe almost 10 seconds. Here's Vontae Campbell into the lane. Finger roll, no good. Good look, but he missed it. Weston the other way. He will not miss the layup. It's good.
And their biggest lead of the night.
38-24, another 7-0 run for the Flyers. Here's Matthews underneath, blocked away. The 2 big men were both there.
It's pretty easy there, too.
The big Johnny McCray and Montez Williams. Down to Williams it goes here. A little fadeaway is short. Rebound, Bradley has it. Tony holds it. In a 14-point game, Bradley to the top of the key. Alton high basketball. Shane Matthews to Vontae Campbell. Back to Matthews. Now to Bradley. Bradley's going to drive into the lane. He's fouled there, and it's going to be on 40, McCray.
Well, you just notice how difficult they make it for you to get into the lane. Even on the one-on-one matchups, Bradley was able to get there, but with a little bit of difficulty. There was some challenge there. East St. Louis just getting too much penetration to the basket, uncontested.
Dorian Scruggs into the game for Vontae Campbell. Maybe Scruggs can hit a 3 here.
Well,
2.
For a few, yeah. They need to get something to fall from out there.
Here's a 3 by Scruggs. No good. Rebound Townser. Still Alton ball. Matthews has it. Shane dribbles to the top. Now to the right. And back to the top. Vo Hart. Redbirds down by 14. Here's Jaquale. Long 2. Baseline. Good. Left baseline. Townser for 2.
Good little pump fake there, getting Weston to bite on the 3-point shot.
38-26 now. Munson inside. Left it short. Rebound Scruggs to Bradley. Alton ball.
Well, they need some defensive possessions. They really do. They really need to get some stops and get some scores at the other end.
Into Vo Hart. Hart stripped away. Jump ball called. Possession arrow to the Flyers. Alton losing the basketball there.
Trying to go inside, and again, East St. Louis, the defense up to the challenge, getting the job done, creating a jump ball possession. They get it on the arrow.
4:28 to go here in the third quarter. Live from Granite City.
Well, you notice Alton really not creating many turnovers either. They thrive off that transition once they pick up turnovers. They just haven't created very many tonight.
Got a team that's even faster than the Redbirds maybe here. There's a foul underneath. Matthews going to be charged with a foul. Looked like he got all ball from here. The Redbird nest didn't like it, but it's a Matthews foul.
He's going to have to sit down now. He's going to pick up his fourth.
Coach Gordon looking at the bench, wondering which way he should go. It's Abasa Brown checking in a moment. Free throw good by McCray. He's got 7 points. 4:08 to go. Third quarter. And the Flyers have the lead here. And they have hit 40. It's 40-26 now in this third period.
Well, they've survived the first 4 minutes of the third quarter, not allowing any run by Alton here.
Inside, Bradley has it against Williams, and he will give it to Brown, blocked away, front of the rim. Now Jaquale Townser for the Redbirds, down to Bradley. He lost it right through his hands. Flyers ball.
They're just not mentally sharp tonight right now.
Well, the Flyers can do that to you, 40-26, and now they throw it away at their end of the floor. It's Alton ball again.
Oh, that was a good pass there by Williams. McRae's got to handle that basketball. Boy, it started with Blackman, just quick movement. They're really sharp tonight. I'm really impressed with their game here. And they're doing it without their leading scorer.
Keontae Minor on the bench for the Flyers. The sweatsuit on. 40-26. Redbirds down by 14. Dorian Scruggs for three. It's off the rim, no good. Rebound Williams for the Flyers, out to Munson. They want to run again. Munson hands it off. Blocked away by Scruggs on a finger roll by Johnny McCray, out of bounds.
Well, you're right. They want to get out and run with the ball, and they can't do it that time, but certainly on a number of occasions tonight, they've been able to do it.
Baseline good, and Williams hits again, 42-26.
And their biggest lead of the night. What do we got, an 8-2 run here?
Scruggs for three, it's no good. Rebound Flyers, here comes Munson the other way. Munson inside, blocked away by Scruggs again, then he missed a follow, no good. Redbirds have it back.
Well, even with a big lead, they still want to run, don't they?
11 for Williams, 11 for Weston. Redbirds ball down by 16 now. Here's Vo Hart, left side.
Should say we're on an 11-2 run right now.
Scruggs out to Vo Hart, over to Abasa Brown. Brown's going to back it up to Vo Hart. 2:20 to go. Brown for three, no good. Rebound Williams again. Flyers ball.
Well, he's just cleaning things up inside.
Weston inside and stolen away by Scruggs. Redbirds the other way. Vo Hart inside and no good. And we're going to have a blocking foul on number 40, McCray, this time.
They don't believe in calling the charge, do they? They didn't call it earlier when we thought Alton had established good position.
Vo Hart to the free throw line. 42-26. Flyers on top of the Redbirds. Free throw for Vo Hart, up and in. He's got 5. Now the Redbirds bring Bradley and James Charles into the game.
13 points for Alton in the first quarter. They've had 14 ever since.
We're at the 2:03 mark of the third quarter. Vo hit them both. Devon Hart, 6 points. 42-28 now. Back to a 14-point game. It's a 9-point game at halftime in favor of the Flyers. Here's Weston inside, missed it. Rebound Bradley, Williams over his back for a foul.
Well, they finally get him for one of those. I thought he could have gotten called on that once or twice earlier in this game, and they finally nab him.
Williams with 2 fouls will sit down now for the last maybe 147.
But once again, there's Weston just getting too much penetration to the basket.
Here's Vo Hart with it. Alton ball. down by 14. Here's Jaquale Townser into the lane. Jaquale finger roll. No. Bradley with a follow, and he's fouled from behind on the putback.
He hasn't been to the line tonight. Well, he's going there now for the first time.
Bradley 7 points. Those all coming in the first quarter. Well, we're late in the third quarter. It's the Flyers 42, the Redbirds 28. Bradley in the air and in and out, no good. And I mean in and out.
Now, how the heck do these things keep that one from going down?
Thought for sure that one was in.
I mean, these are the softest rims I've probably seen this year, really.
1:32 remaining, third quarter, and Bradley hits the second one, 42-29 now. Well, it doesn't really seem like the Redbirds should be within 10 or 15 points in this game, but they are. I'm almost like they're hanging around. Maybe not.
Yeah, it's kind of in that hang-around mode, but they better get on a run here pretty fast because they really, we just haven't seen that run yet here tonight.
In goes Faulkner, free throw line, extended. He missed the finger roll. Bradley with the rebound. Off to Jaquale Townser. He was fouled, no call, and he still put it off the glass and in.
Boy, that's a tough shot. Uh-oh, and he's hobbling on his left foot or his ankle. I don't know.
Yeah, it is the left ankle.
They better recognize that pretty quick. Yeah, he's not moving very well at all.
44 seconds to go, third quarter.
Can they give him an injury timeout here? I mean,
now a whistle and a foul called on the Redbirds, and Jaquale's going to have to come see athletic trainer Andy Renner, who's on the bench. And
well, Charles picks up the foul. I have absolutely no problems with that. Probably a good foul to pick up, and he did that for his teammate there.
And he will go see the trainer, Jaquale, as Tyler McLemore comes into the game. 42-31. Redbirds down by 11 here.
Scored the last 5, so need a little more, though, to get this tight.
Blackman missed the shot. Rebound Scruggs. Alton ball. 19 seconds to go. Need another bucket here. And Charles from 3. Nope, he won't shoot it. Now he will on a fadeaway. It's no good. Tipped out by the Redbirds and Dorian Scruggs. Flyers ball.
I thought Faulkner, that ball went off of him. But again, that's got to get a better possession than that out of Charles.
Probably should have put the 3 up even though there was time. 8.7 seconds left now, third quarter. Weston down to Blackman. Blackman, baseline, air ball, and the Redbirds have the rebound, and that's the end of the third quarter. And it's East St. Louis 42, the Alton Redbirds 31, as we go to the fourth quarter in Granite City. Right after this, you're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
Why is Roberts Motors #1 in Ford certified pre-owned sales in the St. Louis Metro East?
Visit the 169-point inspection all our vehicles go through.
Maybe it's because we've been doing it for over 60 years.
Or is it the large selection we keep in stock at all times?
Personally, I think the answer is all the above. Stop in today and see. Nobody does pre-owned better than Roberts Motors.
Roberts Motors, your hometown dealer for over 60 years in Alton, Illinois, or on the web at RiverBender.com.
You'll find it at Mallory's. Mallory's Sporting Goods in Wood River. Your high school gear and sportswear? It's at Mallory's. Athletic equipment for the little tykes? You'll find it at Mallory's. How about team gear and uniforms? Or personalized gear and specialty equipment? It's at Mallory's too. You'll find it all at Mallory's Sporting Goods, just minutes from your school off of 255, right next to the Walmart complex on Vaughn Road in Wood River.
In today's economy, everyone's looking for an encouraging sign. That's exactly what you'll find right here at my State Farm office in Bethalto. I'm Tom Lane, and for 86 years, State Farm agents like me have been helping you protect the things that matter most. That's why more people trust State Farm, and why we consider that a very good sign.
Call Tom Lane State Farm office in Bethalto at 377-8912 or go to tomlaneagency.net.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Alton Redbirds and East St. Louis Flyers at Granite City. Back live here on Z1570. Louis Korak and Brent Berkland here with you on the Big Z as we roll into the fourth quarter now. We tipped off about an hour ago. And our score now, 11-point lead for the Flyers. They outscore Alton there, 11-9 by 2 points in the third quarter.
Well, that was a chance for Alton to get themselves back in this game, and they just simply did not do it. 2 for 12 shooting the basketball, not going to get back in this game. They're at 11 for 43 now. They're shooting under 25%. And I tend to agree with you here. I mean, this is an 11-point game, but you almost get the feeling that Alton shouldn't even be this close, but
right,
it's not out of the realm of possibility that they can win this game.
Abasa Brown, left hand and good. What a move by the sophomore, Abasa Brown.
Well, that's a good start there to get things going here, but now you need to get some stops.
Inside, another blocking foul called as the Redbirds, Tyler McLemore tries to draw the charge, and then Munson's going to get a technical.
Yep.
I'm not sure if he kicked.
He did.
McLemore while he was down, laying down in the lane, but
he did.
Number one, I can't believe it wasn't an offensive foul.
I agree. Absolutely out of control there, and they call a block, which I have no idea what they're looking at there, but certainly after the play, you could see Munson just give McLemore a little bit of a kick there.
Well, let's see if that gets the Flyers excited or the Redbirds excited here. It's Munson at the free throw line first, and he puts it up and in. He shoots strange looking free throw, two-handed. In the air, and good again.
Well, I guess it's effective. And now Alton is going to be able to shoot technicals here, and they'll get possession of the basketball.
3 different Flyers now have 11 points each. Munson, Weston, and Williams. Now Abasa Brown at the free throw line for the technicals for Alton High. And he hits the first free throw.
And that's Munson's first foul, if you can believe that.
Yeah. And with 7:43 to go, a technical foul was called.
And they get the ball now.
Both free throws were good for the Redbirds, so they trade free throws, and 44-35 our score. It's a 9-point game. Here we go, Redbirds ball. And they need points, down by 9 with 7:37 to go. Charles for 3. It's off the rim.
Well, that would have been big.
Scruggs there for the rebound, and over the back. Tipped out of bounds by the Flyers. It's still going to be Alton ball, so the Flyers tipped that out, so obviously it was over the back. And Scruggs going to come out. Townsend's going to come back in. We'll see about that left ankle.
I didn't even see him come back over to the bench. Looks like he's moving around okay right now.
So it's Charles, Bradley, Brown, Hart, and Townsend. Here's Bradley with the ball to Jaquale. Townsend fakes a 3. Guarded by Williams here, the big man. Now to Bradley it goes.
There's a little bit of a matchup zone here, isn't it?
Yeah. For the Flyers. Back to Bradley, top of the key. Now to Jaquale for 3. It's in and out, no good. And it's knocked around. The Redbirds still have it. Charles out to Brown. Abasa Brown to Tony Bradley.
That's probably wise. Don't force something that's not there.
Bradley missed it off the glass. Rebound Flyers with 6:55 to go.
Boy, they had some opportunities there. A couple of those threes would have got this Alton side very excited.
A 3 would have made it a 6-point game. 44-35 though, the Flyers by 9. Here's Weston into the lane. Off balance, blocked away, missed the shot. Redbirds have numbers if they hurry. Hart down underneath to Jaquale. Now to Abasa Brown. He lays it in. Brown has 6.
Has he provided a little bit of a spark here tonight or what?
The little guy does it again. Abasa Brown, the sophomore. Timeout, Flyers. 6:20 to go. 44-37, Flyers by 7, Lou.
11-2 run, Alton coming back. They trailed by 16 at one time and finally getting it done. picking the pace up, because early in the game, if you notice, they were slowing the pace down offensively themselves. But now they're kind of going with that trend-setting pace of going up and down the floor. And they've gotten some stops on the defensive end, some good plays, and they're starting to get the ball inside and converting down here.
And East St. Louis with the lead. They still don't want to run any clock, that's for sure, so they're going to put it up and give you another chance and another chance and another chance.
Yeah, they're not going to kill the clock, and Alton's taking advantage of those quick hitters they're getting.
6:20 to go in the fourth. The Flyers throw it in after the timeout. Here's Brandon Weston. 44-37, East Side by 7 now.
Hey, the home crowd's finally up and alive, huh?
Made some noise in the first quarter when the Redbirds led 13-12 after one. Inside, Blackman runs over Matthews, no call. Now Weston for three, and it's up and in.
Well, that's a huge shot there. That almost kind of bursts your bubble a little bit and gets it back to a double-digit lead.
Jaquale fouled by Blackman on a spin move. Blackman has 4.
And think about it, Alton now, 5:45 to go. They're going to be shooting free throws the rest of this game. You know Eastside's going to be aggressive. You know they're going to continue to come after the basketball.
Can the Redbirds make another run somewhere, somehow? In the air, Townser, good. Coach Gordon, I heard him, or I could see him hear his mouth say the word charge twice to the referee. Are you going to call a charge? Maybe.
We haven't called a charge at all tonight.
Nope. Townser at the line for another free throw. In the air, good. 8 points for Jaquale now. And it's an 8-point game.
6 of them have come here in the second half.
47-39. Redbirds hanging around, down by 8. Flyers basketball.
It's kind of fitting, hanging around.
Out of bounds, turnover on the wing there. The Flyers threw it into the bleachers. It's Alton high ball.
It's just Munson. Lack of concentration, ball right in his hands. He's got to grab a hold of that ball.
Here's Townser to Vohart. Vo gives to Shane Matthews for 3. It's too short. Rebound Bradley. Bradley for 3. It's good! Tony B with a 3. Long pass. Almost stolen away by the Redbirds. In the front court, Munson has it.
Should have been a turnover there.
Flyers backdoor, Munson underneath, layup, no good. The follow is up and in. It's good by Johnny McCray.
Well, they're going to continue to push the pace here, so
3-ball, Bradley missed it this time. And now the Flyers have it again, leading 49-42.
Now you got to pick and choose your opportunities when you're going to take those. A little quick for Bradley there to take that one. Now they're going back inside.
Williams underneath, threw it away. Into the Redbird nest it goes. It's Redbird ball, 4:34 to go. Timeout, Flyers. We'll take a break. Redbirds ball when we come back. And the Redbirds fans with a standing ovation trying to get the Redbirds back into the game. It's a 7-point lead. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
Ace Hardware in Bethalto is your helpful place. It's where you'll find more than 70,000 items in the store and even more online. It's where the people know how to solve your problems. It's where top brands like Benjamin Moore, Still, and Craftsman make your jobs go smoothly and with confidence. It's where hot buys sizzle each and every week. Ace Hardware in Bethalto is more than helpful. They save you time and money too. From its birth in 1931 on Broadway in Alton to its new home on Homer Adams Parkway, welcome to Alton Refrigeration and Home Furnishings. Alton Refrigeration and Home Furnishings earned its outstanding customer service reputation in servicing major appliance brands such as Maytag, Whirlpool, KitchenAid, Frigidaire, Samsung, and more. When you think about it, Alton Refrigeration is about providing you with years of comfortable living with worry-free brand name products. At Jack Schmidt Chevrolet in Wood River, we make car buying a breeze. A member of our sales team will assist you in selecting the perfect new or GM certified pre-owned vehicle, and we back it up with our guaranteed price policy. Our commitment to you continues after the sale with genuine Goodwrench service. So if you don't know where to get the best deal on quality vehicles and service,
You don't know Jack Smith!
In Wood River, Illinois.
Big crowd here in Granite City. I would guess around 2,000 fans here tonight.
Start counting them.
I wish I had time. Flyers and the Redbirds here, and East Side leading 49-42 over Alton High.
It's a three-possession game. 4:34 to go. I still say this is anybody's game right now.
Well, the Redbirds got it to 5 a moment ago, right? 47-42. Right now it's a 7-point lead, and it's Hart, Brown, Townser, Bradley, and Matthews on the floor for Coach Gordon.
16 of the last 23 points have come from Alton, so they've gotten themselves back in the game, and the man with the ball right now has been a big spark here.
Matthews into the lane, and he will fire it up. He was fouled, no call. Hit on the arm and shot an air ball in the lane. Now, Flyers ball up by 7, and they'll maybe take the air out of the ball a little bit here. Nope, Munson on his way. Layup good. Munson for 2.
Just like that, 5 grows back to 9, and we're under 4 minutes to go.
3 ball. Hart, no good. East Side with a rebound again, but a steal by Jaquale, and he is hit underneath. And he's wincing in pain again. Flyers throw it out of bounds. Turnover. It's Redbirds ball again. And Townser in some pain on that ankle again.
I thought he might have been hit on the play.
I thought so too.
Yeah, they've got to get him out of the game. I mean, he's going on Will right now, and there just comes the point where you just got to let somebody with the healthy legs get in there and try to get this done.
3:43 to go. Plenty of time. Scruggs on the wing. Free throw line up, and he missed it. Rebound, Bradley over the back of Williams on that rebound. Tony's got 4.
That's a 50-50 rebound to me.
They were shoulder to shoulder, it appeared. But McLemore, B.J. Campbell, and Allende Perry all check in for the Redbirds here for some defense.
Well, and if they have to, put some kids in there that don't have very many fouls.
Almost a steal by Abasa Brown in the backcourt. Alton down 51-42.
Coach Gordon wants to jump on the court, doesn't he? He's intense, man.
That'd give us some size. Finally. Here's Blackman, bounces it to Williams. Williams spinning inside, missed it, and now Munson with a follow, knocked out, and it's still Flyers basketball.
Where's the double dribble on that one?
Like it might have been offensive goaltending, too, on the rebound by Munson. He's got it while it was on the rim. Inside, and a foul is called there as Abasa Brown on the arms of Johnny McCrae.
For a sectional, I'm disappointed in this. I'm really disappointed in this officiating crew.
4A sectional semis.
Wow, that
free throw McCrae, and it's good. No rotation on that free throw either, but it's good. McCrae has 11. They got 4 players now in double figures.
That's been good balance for him here in this game. 6-0 run now.
Up and in again, 2 for 2. And the lead is back to double digits, 53-42. Inside, Abasa Brown lost it under the basket. Here comes Munson the other way. Munson fouled by Hart in the lane. His first. 3:06 to go, and the Flyers pulling away again, leading by 11 points. And this man been very aggressive for them tonight. Munson rolls it in. It's good.
That was about as ugly a free throw as I've seen. Anywhere else, that's not even going to come close to going down.
Here comes another two-hander. And it is in and out. No good.
That one looked better than the first one, so go figure.
14 for Munson, and he has a steal. Munson lays it up and in. 2 more, and it's 56-42.
And a 9-0 run back this way just may have sealed this ball game.
To the wing, Vo Hart for 3. It's short. Flyers have it with 2:40 to go. And Shane Matthews with a foul in the backcourt, and he has fouled out of the game. 5 points, 5 fouls for Shane Matthews. And a big hand for him in the crowd. As part of the crowd starts to file away. File out of here anyway. To beat the traffic. Yeah. Traffic jam on Namioki Road. Granite City. Brandon Weston at the line. Redbirds trailing 56-42. 2:41 to go in the game, and Weston hits the free throw. Well, we'll see what happens tomorrow night. Normal and Moline will be playing tomorrow night. Normal, the number 10 ranked team in the state of Illinois.
It's a pretty good ride for them to get up, even for them.
And now we have a violation. The free throw is waved off. So 57-42 remains our score here as Weston is now hit for 15 points.
But it's a 10-0 run now for East St. Louis, and oh boy.
Redbirds throw it away in the backcourt. Little pressure there, and East St. Louis with the basketball back. 2:41 now remaining in the game. Weston has it front court for the Flyers.
Alton's just got to take some chances now because time is not on their side.
15-point lead. Vo Hart with a foul now. Well, the Redbirds may be finished here in Granite City tonight, but they made quite a run for their coach, Coach Gordon. They won 8 games in a row late in the season, beating O'Fallon at home, won at East St. Louis. Had a nice winning streak. Then they lost some games. Had a losing streak, but they snapped that at Edwardsville to close out the regular season. And they have a 3-game winning streak that is about to come to an end here tonight. And their season coming to an end here tonight with 18 wins on the year. And a regional title, the first one since 2007. Blackman 2 for 2. He made them both. 59-42. In the air, the 3 ball in and out by Jaquail Townser. No good. It was 47-42 at one point.
And a lot of time to go.
12-0 run, and the run continues here. Here's Munson with it. 2 minutes to go in the game. Foul. Townser with his second.
He's just not moving around very well out there. It was a tail, I'll tell you what. Williams really carried this team in the first half. This young man at the free throw line, Munson's really been a difference here in the second half.
Free throw up and in. Munson hits the first. Well, the Moline Sectional Championship game is Friday night. And basically from Alton to the Quad Cities, it's about 4 hours and 20 minutes. So all the way down south to East St. Louis, you're looking at about 5 hours one way, at least, for East Side on Friday as Munson hits them both.
Good luck getting up there.
Yes.
Have fun.
Good luck. Good luck against either the home team, Moline, or the Moline Maroons, or
I've never been up in the area in the schools. What are they? What kind of gymnasium are we talking about?
I'm not sure either. No, I've been to the Quad Cities many times, but Moline and Rock Island and Davenport, Iowa. Abasa Brown misses a three. 1:50 to go now, and Eastside leading 61-42.
Boy, Alton's been stuck on that 42 now for what, about 3 minutes?
Yeah. They made it 47-42 on a Tony Bradley three. Here's Munson grabbing a loose ball, and then out of bounds it goes as they went down like it was a football play there on that long pass. Alton ball.
Maybe they thought they were at Clyde Jordan Stadium. I don't know.
Or public school stadium.
Oh, that too.
Here's Lawrence to the baseline. Up and in for Alton. 2 points. Lawrence gets on the score sheet. 1:30 to go in the game.
Well, finally snaps a 14-0 run.
And now we have a foul called as Weston was fouled at midcourt. Flyers lead 61-44 now.
It'll be double bonus time now. That's the 10th team foul. 1:29 to go.
The Alton Redbirds will finish 18-13. Had a 3-game losing streak after the 8-game winning streak, and that winning streak again. They beat Edwardsville to start it off, and then won the Jerseyville tournament in January, beat O'Fallon, Eastside, 62-44 as Weston hits a free throw. Lots of firepower with the Flyers. Again, 4 players in double figures here. In the air and good, 2 for 2, and Weston continues to score. He's got 17.
Well, just reading Coach Coleman's comments in the paper, they've maintained all along that they felt like they could play with anybody and that they could beat anybody. Well, they're backing their words up right now in this postseason. They've met every challenge so far.
In the air, 3-ball blocked, rebound, no good, and underneath the Flyers have it. They break out of there again. East St. Louis just 8-6 in the conference this year. Now a foul is called on Perry of Alton High. Allende Perry pick up his first. 63-44 our score here with 1:11 to go.
And there goes Weston back to the line.
In the air, and he missed the first free throw. I think he has 17, and Munson with 18.
Just wasn't meant to be here tonight for Alton. After that first quarter, East St. Louis, they took control of this basketball game in the second quarter and got tight there for a while at 47-42, but the Flyers, boy, they've really answered back.
And it's good. Weston hits the second one.
And they're going to empty out their bench, it looks like. As they should.
18 for Munson, 18 for Weston, unofficially. 11 for Williams. He stopped scoring. 2 in the second half.
He had a heck of a second quarter. They really utilized him well when they got the ball inside.
12 for McCray. Here's Lawrence for Alton High. Lawrence gives to the baseline. B.J. Campbell, finger roll good. B.J. on the score sheet with his first 2. 64-46. Timeout. Coach Will Gordon of Alton High. Back in Granite in a moment. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
Ragusa drops to throw. Now lets it go deep down the left sideline. He's got top, and he makes a dandy catch.
Here's another steal by Bradley. Lumpkins all alone. He lays it in from...
Yeah! Woo!
Louis Korak and Brent Birkland right back in Granite City tonight as the Redbirds trail 64-46. And we're under a minute to go, and the Redbirds have the basketball here. 54.4 seconds left. And Alton will be 18-13 to wrap things up this year. For Coach G, Underneath to Lawrence. Tipped around to James Charles. Charles finger roll. No, he's fouled. He'll shoot free throws. And so, James Charles at the line. He has not scored.
Looking to get his name in the box score.
He would be the 10th Redbird to score. How about that? Just not enough points. Even though there were 10 players, well, 9 still. Charles missed the free throw. 9 different scorers, it looks like. In the air, and it's good. 1 for 2 for Charles. 50 seconds left in the game. 9 o'clock, you're in tune to WBGZ Alton. Inside, the Flyers put it up, and they put it in. Number 24, Chauncey Gillespie, looks like his first 2. 2 points for him, and now we have 31 seconds left. Alton Redbirds ball, and it's 66-47 Flyers. Obviously, another game where it was a lot closer than the final score will indicate. Redbirds, 26.4 seconds left now as they throw it in. They have Perry, McLemore, Charles, Lawrence, and B.J. Campbell on the floor. Throw it into James Charles. He'll fire a 3. In and out, no good. Rebound, Flyers again. 20 seconds left.
You got to back off here.
And we have a turnover on the Flyers. Another palming the basketball.
Well, I guess we had to hear one more whistle, didn't we?
Don't say that yet. We may hear some more. 16 seconds left in the Alton Redbirds boys basketball season. Perry gets his shot blocked away. Back comes Gillespie again. Lays it up. No. Rebound with 4 seconds left. And that's going to do it. Flyers will fire a 3 at the buzzer. 66-47. East St. Louis over Alton High. Back with the postgame in a moment. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
Whether you're planning for home improvement projects, family vacations, college tuition, or consolidating credit card debt, use your home for what you need. At First Mid-America Credit Union, they offer home equity loans and lines of credit that can lower your costs. For more information, visit www.1stmidamerica.org or call 618-258-3168 to speak to a First Mid-America Credit Union representative.
Back live in Granite City as the crowd files out, still here at Granite City High School Gymnasium. And the Alton Redbirds boys basketball season is over, but what a ride it was, winning a regional championship in Collinsville, falling to East St. Louis here in the sectional semis, though, in Granite City. East St. Louis 66, Alton High 47. Louis Korak and Brent Berkland back here with you. We'll name our Munganast Alton Toyota players of the game in a moment. I guess I'll vote for Munson and Weston with 18 points each.
I couldn't agree. Couldn't really pick between one or the other. They really established themselves in the second half. They did a number in the first half as well. It was up to those guys to get the ball into their bigs. Williams and McCray really did a number in that first half, pounding the ball inside. Those two really were able to utilize the basketball well, getting the ball inside to their bigs, and then in the second half, they took over offensively, dribble, drive, and penetration. That was there for them the entire game. They utilized it well, and it got tight there for a while, but the Flyers weren't to be denied tonight. They were the better team by far.
And that second quarter was big, where they outscored Alton 19-9, even though the Redbirds had a lead after one quarter of 13-12, and I'll give the credit to the Redbirds too. They never died. They could have been down by 20 or 30 in the middle of this game, really, the way the Flyers were going.
Well, the Flyers had stretches in this game as well where they really didn't play all that great. They kind of allowed Alton to hang around, and you knew there was going to be a run in there somewhere, and Alton went on an 11-2 run, got themselves in the game, got to within 5, but the deficit was just too big. East St. Louis just too athletic and too quick here tonight, and once it got tight, they were able to go on a nice 14-0 run to really solidify and put a stamp on this victory, and they move on to the sectional championship.
Well, congratulations to the Alton Redbirds with their 18 wins. A lot of folks, when Coach Will Gordon took over, a lot of folks probably wouldn't have guessed that many victories. 18 wins, 13 losses. They play 31 games this year, and they win a 4A regional championship along the way.
Well, and it was a great season, 18 wins, what can you say? But fall a little bit short here. I'm sure they were looking for bigger and better things. It just wasn't meant to be.
Alton Redbirds wrap things up in Granite City tonight, and East St. Louis with the victory. And again, our final, 66-47. And we salute all of our sponsors, as always, throughout the winter season. And we need to salute the Alton Redbirds seniors, because what a season they had and what a career they had. Vo Hart, B.J. Campbell, and Vontae Campbell, and Tony Bradley, Tony B., along with Dorian Scruggs and Eric Weaver. Of course, Tony Bradley been playing varsity basketball for the last 3 or 4 years. And what a spot he has taken for the Redbirds in the last 3 or 4 seasons. What a great career he's had, including last Friday night when he came up huge with that career-high 31 points against Edwardsville. Tonight he leads Alton with 11 points. Jaquail Townser with 8. Again, East Side, 4 players in double figures, 18 for Brandon Weston and 18 for Deshaun Munson. Thanks to our engineer tonight, too, and for most of this winter season, as always, that's Brian Hennigan. Thanks to my partner, Louis Korak. This is Brent Birkland. So long from Granite City.
RiverBender.com's live coverage of today's game is brought to you by St. Peter's Hardware and Rental, the best products, service, and expert advice. Mallory Sports, where your sports world begins. Ace Hardware. Ace, the helpful place. First Mid-America Credit Union. New name, same great credit union. Jack Schmidt Chevrolet. If you don't know where to get the best auto deals, then you don't know Jack Schmidt. Alton Refrigeration, the first choice in quality HD TV and appliances. Quality Buick, GMC, Cadillac. Serving the Riverbend for 52 years. Barry Macias, professional independent insurance agents. Roberts Ford, the value store since 1949. Gerard Fisher, American Family Insurance. All your protection under one roof. Alton Memorial Hospital, the best health care close to home. Tom Lane State Farm, your good neighbor agent in the Riverbend.